Hi, I'm Hannah, and driven by a fascination for regenerative design, I started the Symbiotic Neighbourhood to promote collaboration and innovation at the intersection of community engagement and socio-ecological governance to catalyse positive change in neighbourhoods and cities worldwide. The Symbiotic Neighbourhood is a regenerative design platform that connects local ecosystems and community through collaboration to revitalise the human-nature relationships within our urban environment. To me, if sustainability is about reducing negative impact, regenerative design is designing for positive impact, be it environmental or to do with social justice or to do with the built environment. It could be many things. Many urban development models, such as the 15-minute city, overlook critical layers such as biodiversity, culture and inclusivity, and climate adaptation and resilience. So at the Symbiotic Neighbourhood, we aim to address these really important layers, integrating biodiversity, culture and climate into our regenerative design approach.
I think it also starts from kids. When you're young, you have to be involved in more activities and also understanding the biodiversity in the city itself.
For me, the word symbiotic, at the heart of it means that there's a mutually beneficial relationship. So you can't really have that unless you understand the perspectives of other people as well as other species that live around you. So trying to perspective take for your neighbor, understanding how those things are all mutually beneficial and beautifully do come together because humans are part of nature at the end of the day.
The Symbiotic Neighbourhood engages as a mediator, educator, designer and host, working site-specifically in neighbourhoods, connecting local humans with ecosystem communities. Our mission is to foster symbiotic relationships between human, flora and fauna, empowering them to co-create thriving and connected communities. We create test spaces for temporary engagement, working with local citizens, councils, ecologists, designers and experts to create new blueprints for thriving locations.
I think the main thing is just engaging with the big issues. So how can individuals think about their role, think about how we're all connected to these larger problems?
Firstly, just coming to these workshops and things like this where you can talk about things and you can form those connections and alliances with people and really start making a change as a group as opposed to a very individualised effort.
The workshop Hannah's put on today, I've never made a seed bomb before. Just encouraging people to come together, and that creates a sense of community, a sense of unity, togetherness.
The processes we facilitate create community engagement and co-creation outcomes, empowering local communities to develop their human-nature relationships and connect in an intergenerational and regenerative mode of stewardship.
It really fits into everyone's daily practices, honestly. Even small things like just being mindful of waste and trying to reuse things that you can, starting to be a little bit more sensitive to the sorts of things that are happening in your community and trying to see how that fits into your own day-to-day.
I make a point of putting rubbish in the rubbish bin and not littering my area in which I live. Be considerate of others. Little things like that make a huge difference.
Buying food that's produced locally, just thinking about different ways where we don't have to rely on things coming in from all over the world. Support biodiversity in your community, so things like supporting your local community gardens and your local parks through replanting local species, and then supporting things like local pollinators. That starts to rebalance things, and the larger ecosystem can then thrive even in urban settings.
Beyond that, it's having meetings with councillors and really trying to make change on a higher level to bring in things like, green pathways and adding trees back into residential neighbourhoods where it's just seemingly not a thing anymore. There's things like that.
Just as individual atoms can give a material different properties, we need all our different individuals to come together as a collective, as a community, to create this positive force for change from the bottom up. So check out our website, follow us on socials, and sign up to our newsletter to join us in building a future where neighbourhoods thrive in symbiosis with nature and one another.